Good morning and welcome to my rug hooking talk show. My name is Annette, for those of you who are just kind of tuning into this. And for the rest of you, welcome back. So I wanted to start today's show with how I design my rugs, or how many rug hookers design their rugs different ways. They get different inspiration from different things. So I'm going to just come over here and show you a little section I have for where I keep stuff to design the rugs. So I'm just going to go right over here and set this up. So, okay, we're a little off tilted, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to want you down here, so this is what I'm going to be showing you. Okay, so this little section I have, I keep, well, my supplies, colored pencils, and you can get these at any craft store, art store, more colored pencils. I keep a clipboard in here, and the clipboard is so if I just want to take this someplace with just a plain pencil to sketch. I could rip off a piece of my newsprint. As you see in here, I do keep some sketches. So just some ideas, you know, me making leaves, some abstract designs. I know that looks kind of bland and boring, but when you get crazy with your colors, that could be an awesome rug for the foot of your bed. It could be done in warm colors, cool colors, crazy colors, some primitive style trees. So as you can see, you can get the idea. This is, you know, what you work on. You can get really explicit and, you know, put your wording in, and then you could even put which colors you want where. And that's a rug that I'm actually working on that's been put away only because I just didn't like working on it. I know, not good. But it did have the edges already bound up, believe it or not, with the twill tape, so I wasn't crazy about putting it away for now, because that's an easy one to finish, and I have a little disciplinary that I don't move to another rug until I finish it. But so that one would take no time. It didn't need to be bound. It was ready to roll. So anyway, I'll show that to you. Maybe I'll start that on my next rug. Over here is just a really cool picture. I definitely don't think you could see this. Well, it's a whole bunch of scrolls and waves. Okay, enough of that. So now you have a design. Okay, here's one way of doing it. You sketched out a design. You found out a design you like. Again, a sketch pad for designs. You found your design, and now you're saying to yourself, how do I get this on to my rug? Okay, so say you have a big piece of paper and you have your design. You have the option of then just copying it onto your rug if that's something that you're comfortable with. Or, you know what? There you go. You can I get this? There we go. All right, that's not too bad. You get a picture of my furnace. That's great. It's the old one. And anyway, so what you want to do is, you know what? I know, this is bizarre. I'm trying to get it to a place where you can see most of what I'm working on here. Okay, that might be a little better. Okay, so you go to the fabric store. If you don't already have this, I obviously did not. And you want to buy tulle, T-U-L-L-E. And it's used for wedding favors and for netting and for veil stuff and all that. See, it's very fine. And what you do is, after you have it on your paper, your design, you then cut this piece out to the size of the rug you want to make, whatever the design is that you have on your paper. You place it over it, you tape it down on a flat surface. Anything that can be taped on is fine. Dining room table. I've done most of my designs on the dining room table. And you just take a Sharpie and something dark. This isn't a Sharpie, but it's a marker. So you just want to outline. And this is almost this is basically like tracing paper. Just use it as tracing paper. So once you've traced it, you now have this design. You can use it again and again. You can use a motif on here again and again. All you do is place it over your linen or your burlap or your rug warp or your monk's cloth, whatever foundation you're using, and you then trace over this onto that. When you lift it up, all these little circles, all these little holes will allow the ink to permeate onto the foundation, and you'll have your design. And then you can keep this. You can keep this design. You can modify it to look different for the next rug. If you want to repeat the rug, or you just want to use a part of that, you could. Here's a great idea. If you've ever gone to Dover Books, just look up Dover Books. I don't know. I'm assuming. Okay, DoverPublications.com. Let's see if we can get really close there for you. And they have all kinds of great books and coloring books and motifs and template books and all this fun stuff. So I went, they had a sale, and I got 40% off with a code. So go ahead and you can find your code, or just sign up. They send you the code so that you can go and buy a whole bunch of stuff. This one is abstract art. And so basically what this is a coloring book. It's an adult coloring book. That's what I call them. I don't know if a child would like it, but I'm sure they would, just to play with different colors and stuff. So as you can see, these are actual paintings, but the colors are left out, so you can try what colors you want to try. This one just happens to be abstract, and it has just lots of shapes and designs. This one is color your own modern art masterpieces. So these are actual, again, some abstract and some modern works of art, and you color them and you pick your own. There's Van Gogh, and for those of you who want to maybe hook a rug on Van Gogh with your own colors, you've got this great way to do it. This one I thought was kind of cool. This one's called Garden Party, and you add your own colors to the flowers, and you could even template these flowers. I believe they're all copyright free, and yeah, so you could have fun with this, and you know, you can copy them, you can trace them, you can put them, you can enlarge these. If you wanted to make a huge design like this, you can just enlarge it and then go over it with the tool, and then the tool goes on the fabric, the backing fabric, and there you've got your design. Just show you a few more of these things. Are kind of cool, just so you could see. I mean, you just have fun coloring them in and trying different color combinations. And so that's the cover. That's Garden Party. Here's the same thing, art masterpieces to color, and these are all the great Dali, and you have Edward Hopper and El Greco. So you've got a lot of nice things you can just see about, even, you know, helping with a scenery on a pictorial rug that you might want to design. You can get an idea of clouds and that sort of thing, and your own coloring. Here was one with flowers, because I tend to draw the same flower over and over again. It's just what I'm drawn to. These just little tulips or daisies or that sort of thing. So in here they have some great pictures of gardens and butterflies and that sort of thing. And here's country scenes. And these are just, again, scenes that you can paint and color. I don't know if you could actually see. They have houses and that sort of thing. And here's one on birds. So if you're looking to do one with birds, here you go. You can enlarge this, copy it with your nylon tool netting, put it onto your backing, trace it again, and you've got a really good depiction of a bird. Depends on how much detail you want in your bird. You just might want the shape of it, and that's fine. These were famous paintings, and there you go. So these are just all blank. This one was cool. It was just patterns. This one's just paisley patterns. But again, paisley translates well into rug hooking because of the colors, and you can do all these cool colors. And you might just want one paisley out of here to kind of copy onto your rug and get a design for a border or that sort of thing. These were American folk art. And again, it's a lot of just little motifs of pictures, but it helps you with an idea if you want to just copy mountains or backgrounds or a person. There you go. And that's about it. I got one on farm life because everybody in their primitives likes the sheep and the cows and the barns and little wagons. So there you go. This was the old-fashioned farm life coloring book, and I think it's pretty cool. Be right back.